Welcome to Social Aloe Ministries, where we are committed to glorifying God while exposing the devil. You can tell a lot about a person based on the company he or she keeps. As the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. However, sometimes it's not that the person keeps a certain company, it's because the company tries keeping the person. The person may have been attached to those people at some point in time. When the person left, they refused to let go. The Lord is marvelous. He created a bird that is known as a brown-headed cowbird. The brown-headed cowbird is a parasitic type bird. And here's the reason why, or some of the reasons why. During mating season, nesting season, when it wants to lay an egg, it does not build its own nest. Rather, it seeks other species of birds that have left their nest, maybe to go hunt. And when they leave their eggs unprotected, the brown-headed cowbird will go and lay an egg in that nest. But it's not always about just laying the egg in the nest. Sometimes the brown-headed cowbird will throw out one of the host bird's eggs to replace it with its own. And then when the host bird comes back, it incubates those eggs. But it gets even worse. The brown-headed cowbird, their eggs tend to hatch faster than the host birds, and their chicks grow faster than the host birds. Which means when that egg hatches first, the host bird has to spend more time going out hunting, or host birds spend more time going out hunting in order to satisfy the brown-headed cowbird chick. When other eggs hatch, the brown-headed cowbird is automatically the dominant chick because it is the biggest. And it can actually kill the other birds. And there are negative consequences because some bird species, actually other bird species, have decreased because of the brown-headed cowbird. If it throws out an egg from a nest, that's an egg that will not hatch. Because there are times when if a bird lays more than one egg, both eggs may not hatch. So a brown-headed cowbird is a homewrecker. A brown-headed cowbird is a homewrecker. It dumps the things that it should be caring about on other birds, and then it is free to do whatever it wants. How many of you have had people come into your life and they dump negativity on you, they dump things on you, then they're off free while you're tangled in mess. You're taking care of their responsibilities. The brown-headed cowbird, a dangerous homewrecker. It does not take care of its own business, but rather it goes in and it destroys other families. The Lord, He's incredible. Because the brown-headed cowbird came to mind yesterday. And it came out of nowhere, so to speak. But it is something I'd seen before on a documentary, maybe about a year ago. But this message, the Lord did not have it for me. But now He does, for me to share it with you. So watch out for people who are like brown-headed cowbirds, who will come into your life to ruin it. So yes, while birds of a feather flock together. Not everyone in the flock is always a welcome member. Sometimes a person is just trying to fit in and essentially suck up resources that belongs to others. And the brown-headed cowbird does not care who it hurts in the process, as long as its agenda is satisfied. When I was in the military, there was a term, blue falcon. And one of the ways to put it is someone who would sell you out, someone who would betray you. Judas, one of the reasons why he was able to betray Jesus was because he got close enough to him. He could identify Jesus. He got close enough to give him a kiss. So while birds of a feather do flock together, some birds are only there because sometimes they bullied their way into a position, and then they refuse to leave, and they expect to be treated like those who belong to be there. So yes, in one aspect, birds of a feather flock together, and you'll be able to tell a person by the company that he or she keeps. But another aspect, not everyone who is around that person actually belongs there. And sometimes you can tell a lot about a person based on the individuals that he or she has left behind. Bad company corrupts good character. If you're like a bird that you return to your home and one of the eggs just doesn't look like the other, get rid of that egg, because what's going to come out of it won't be good. And just imagine, snakes lay eggs. So what if the egg that is in your nest is not a brown-headed cowbird, but is actually a snake? There are some things that you just simply should not tolerate. And when you see those brown-headed cowbirds, those freeloaders, get rid of them. Put them in a position that they have to build their own nest and take care of their own problems. And please, do not be like a brown-headed cowbird. Do not be like a brown-headed cowbird. God bless you.